Today, just warm and muggy out there.
It is. It's really warm and muggy. It's also really windy again today, and we're just not going to get rid of that wind anytime soon.
Maybe it's sticking around.
Yeah, maybe early next week it'll start to be a little bit lighter, at least temporarily. But today we certainly have some cloud cover still hanging around. A lot more cloud cover east of I-35 this afternoon. Starting to see a lot more clearing out to the west and southwest, and where we do have lots of sunshine, temperatures are really taking off. The Starting Tigers camera up over Pike Pass Skycam network, more of a partly cloudy sky right now, 78 degrees. A south-southeast wind at 18, wind gust already at 28. We've got temperatures in the mid and upper 80s right now, and 88 degrees up down there in Harmon County, but lots of 60s and 70s across the north, some mid and upper 70s across eastern Oklahoma, but dew points again well into the 60s across most of the state today. The exception being out in the far western panhandle. Eventually that does kind of run into a dry line, but we've got a warm front lifting to the north, and it feels just so sticky out there, windy. We've got wind gusts as high as around 30 to 35, so not terribly windy today, but that will certainly change come tomorrow, which is why we do have that high wind watch for northwest Oklahoma and the panhandle. We could see gusts tomorrow upwards of around 50 to even maybe 55 miles an hour. Today, generally it does look quiet. However, there is some data, including this particular model, that keeps trying to initiate some showers and storms later this afternoon and evening, probably after about 5, 6 o'clock or so in northwest Oklahoma. The thing is, if these storms are to develop, then they would have a threat of becoming severe. They wouldn't last very long. They would quickly move into Kansas, and then the rest of the evening and night look very quiet. Tomorrow afternoon, kind of the same thing. We're gonna have the dry line out to the west, and some of the data is once again bringing in some showers and storms. But tomorrow it looks like the higher chances, again, not even really all that high, but everything is keeping most of the activity in the far western part of the panhandles, both panhandles really, trying to make their way into far western Oklahoma late tomorrow evening and into the night, but they would likely be falling apart as they do so. Saturday's a little bit of a different story. It does look like some of the data is trying to bring in a few showers and storms during the day Saturday, but by the time we get into late Saturday evening into Saturday night, the coverage should actually increase quite a bit, and we have a much better chance of seeing rain and storms even in central Oklahoma. Today, though, not expecting any rain here in Oklahoma City. We're looking for a high of about 84 degrees, but easily the low 90s in southwest Oklahoma. Here comes that dry line. And again, out there in northwest Oklahoma, there will be a slight chance of rain and storms later this afternoon and into the late evening hours. But again, just a slight chance that it actually does happen. But if it were to happen, there would be a threat of up to tennis ball size hail, wind gusts of 75 miles an hour, and a low tornado threat. So tonight, temperatures drop down into the middle 60s. Again, it's still going to be pretty windy tonight, and then tomorrow afternoon, even more windy. Highs back in the mid 80s, some mid and upper 80s across the southwest, even really in the northwest, but gusts as high as around 50 miles an hour, potentially a little bit higher than that. Very isolated though. Tomorrow afternoon and evening, with the dry line well out to the west, there's going to be a little bit better of a chance of rain and storms in the panhandle, and a slight chance they actually make it into western Oklahoma if they do develop. Once again, there would be that threat that they could become severe with large hail and damaging wind gusts and a very low tornado threat. And then on Saturday, I think we're going to have a little bit more cloud cover around. It's still going to be windy, still a little muggy. Highs about 80 degrees in Oklahoma City. A lot warmer, even hotter really in western and southwest Oklahoma. But by Saturday morning, there's going to be a slight chance of maybe a few showers and storms. Saturday afternoon, that chance will go up a little bit more. Again, if we do get some isolated storms, it would be very isolated. The coverage wouldn't be all that great, but by Saturday evening into Saturday night, the coverage does look to increase across central, northern, and northeast Oklahoma. We're going to have that stronger wave move in, and with some of those storms, there would be that chance that they could also become severe with large hail, damaging wind, very low tornado threat. By Sunday afternoon now, everything's kind of trying to come in a little bit quicker. So during the day, it does look dry, but in southeast Oklahoma, there's still a pretty good chance we would have some showers and storms lingering. And then early next week, it looks to cool down a little bit before those next chances of storms return by the end of the week.